Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic, and on this channel I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. Today I'm going to be planning out the month of March, and as you'll see there is some pre-planning involved in that, but I do want to make the spread a little decorative and add some things just to make sure I'm not forgetting any big picture items for the whole month. This is the Passion Planner Medium, and it is undated, but I have dated it to be an academic calendar year. So March is toward the bottom here because this academic year is almost over, which shocks me. Anyway, let's get started. So if you've been watching my channel, you know that I took last week off. In February, we decided to go away for the weekend of President's Day weekend, and it was a really nice vacation. As I'm filming this, it is the very end of February, so we still have a few more days left in the month, but I do want to set up the month of March. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few important things to remember, but also some decoration. I'm going to use this washi tape combo. I've been kind of sitting on it. I actually bought it like last year, probably last summer. And I just love the colors. I mean, I like it because it's kind of a nod towards St. Patrick's Day, but it's not like, it's still spring, so it's not like wholly in your face St. Patrick's Day. And that's what I'm going for. I'm also going to use some stickers from this Park Lane sticker book. And as you can see, I am planning on adding some like kind of St. Patrick's Day deco, but I don't want the whole spread to like scream St. Patrick's Day just because it is like only one day of the month. And as much as I love it, and I have like thrown parties and brunches and things around it, I just would rather have the spread be a little more neutral. So as you can see, I did go ahead and I planned some things ahead in here so that I could flip to this month before today and get a kind of bird's eye view of some of the things coming up. And two of the most important things are I do have a conference I'm attending this week, and then this week is my spring break. And since I actually wrote this in, that has already changed because my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law do not know how to plan a wedding. So it's been an interesting experience watching them. So I'm going to go ahead and jot a few things in here before I get started on the decorating and kind of just like take you through the way that I set up a month. So let me just take a quick look at my updated digital calendar and see what I'm going to jot on here, if anything. I don't put everything, but meetings that repeat and alternate, it helps me to remember which weeks they're happening in. And so I do jot those down. As you can see, like some of these meetings repeat, but they alternate, so it's helpful to me. And especially if like spring break is here, I can anticipate that maybe this meeting will be canceled. And I can see here that spring break will not interfere with my writing coven meetings, so that's nice to know. This is actually my in-laws' wedding day. So I'm just making a note of it there. We are doing our taxes this month. Oh, make sure that's the right day. That is not the right day. Okay, whew. This month is a doozy of whiteout. That's okay. So yeah, if you've been watching this channel, you know I took last week off, and if you are following me on Instagram, you might also have seen that last week was a tough week. I'm going to talk more about that in my plan with me for this week, but sometimes you just need a break, you know, and going away was awesome. And what I haven't done yet is done my reflection of February, but I want to. Every Passion Planner offers you the opportunity to do a monthly reflection so that you can kind of like think about what happened in that month and plan for the next month. So I'm skipping that part a little bit and planning for the next month, but it is, I think, a useful exercise, and I do an amended version of it. If you're interested, there is a video on this channel where I talk about that. Let me just give this calendar another glance, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. yeah, the rest of these things may change. They're not incredibly significant, so I think that's it for the month of March there. Let me transfer the info on this sticker. I'm having some prospective students visit one of my classes, and this is one of the dates that they ran by me, so I'm just taking note that that might actually happen. Okay, so for the month of March, personal goal, work goal. For the month of March, the work goal is definitely the NEMLA paper, which I'm using as like it's a kind of a double duty thing where it's also potentially going to be the sample chapter for my book, so I'm trying to make it do two things. And then for personal, I think this month, personal this month, I'm going to go ahead and put more rest. One of the things that occurred to me last week and what kind of made it a hard week was just this feeling of being squashed by a lot of responsibilities that I have, a lot of obligations. And I like to stay busy. If you've watched this channel, I'm quite busy, but I was putting way too much pressure on myself in an effort to kind of like distract myself from some of my grief. And to cope with the fact that like we are in this holding pattern right now. If you've been watching this channel, you know that we submitted our adoption application and we're just now in this like limbo. There's nothing we can do any more than we've already done. And it can feel very oppressive to especially someone like myself who clearly likes to do stuff. So that's why I think it would be better for me to take it one day at a time and to not try to squeeze more in than is required of me, to take a little more time for rest and to feel a little more balanced. So I think maybe that personal goal would be nice. And this month, we are seeing actually a lot of people that some of whom we haven't seen in a while. I will be seeing a lot of my in-laws at the wedding. And I'm hoping to see some friends that I didn't get a chance to see last month. So that would be kind of nice to be able to see them. And I'm trying to think if there's any other people we're going to be seeing this. Some colleagues at the conference I'm going to. So that'd be kind of nice too. And places to go. One of those places is Baltimore. That's where the conference is taking place. We're going to be also in Leesburg, which is where the wedding is taking place. And I'm going to put a little like question mark because I think that John and I really liked our weekend away so much that we might like do kind of like a mini weekend or maybe just like a day where we get out of town. So I'm going to put this here to remind myself to think that through. Things to learn. So definitely this month I have the NEMLA conference panels that I'll be attending, and that's kind of the major professional development push for this month. I definitely have other options I could potentially put here and there. I think actually there's one more, if I'm not mistaken, there's a grant workshop that has one meeting this month, like in this month that I'll be attending. So those two things I think are like sufficient for this month and how busy it will be. I will have like midterms I need to take care of with students and projects that are ongoing. So I'm trying not to overwhelm myself as I did in other months. Okay, so talking about goals, as you can see, I went ahead and jotted in my academic writing project, and this is in particular thinking about my book, but I also am putting like other things related to academic writing in this box. So I do have my NEMLA paper, which is hopefully going to be the sample chapter for my book, and I think And this is really just about registration for a different conference and booking the hotel. It's just a reminder to me that I have to do that at some point. Let me see if there's any carryover here. So I did these things. The only thing I didn't get to is outlining the chapter, but essentially that will happen via the paper here. But I'm going to put that because the paper is going to be different than the chapter. And I'm going to solicit some feedback from my writing group. So that's a good step to have in that month. Okay, so solicit some feedback from them. Okay, so as you can see, the other projects for this month was getting ready for adoption. And again, we've done like a lot of what we can do on that score. I'm going to go ahead and put it here. We did collect photographs. We still have some like home study prep, but really we're kind of holding off until we know more about when that's going to happen. And there may be other things that pop up, so I'm just going to leave those blank. For our home, we will have by the end of this month snaked the drain, which sounds dirty, but it's not. It actually is kind of dirty, but not in the way you think. And I'm going to carry over these things. These things I can do with minimal effort. And this one, I just need to stand over my husband and make him do it. You know how that is. Same thing with the, there's a thing down in the basement that needs a little intervention. Okay. And I'm not going to set any content goals like as a project because I actually I've decided that one of the things I'm going to be pulling back on is some of the content generation. I do want to keep blogging and keep making videos like this, but I was putting like way too much pressure on myself to do all the things. And so I still have like some of those things coming. Let me just take a quick look here at this is my passion roadmap to sort of see like which goals I want to tackle for the next 6 months, the next year, and in like the rest of my life. This is all happening. This has mostly happened. So this is what I've told myself is by June, I will have these things, potentially have these things ready to go. A lot of this stuff actually has happened or will happen. Yeah. Okay, it's looking good actually. So actually what I will do is I'll just put content and I will just put 2 recordings for a podcast. Move this a little. And I will put 5 blog posts. I'll put 4 to 5. I might skip a week. And then I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 plan with me's. And then 1 monthly plan with me. And if I do anything above and beyond that, it'll be fine. And that's really it. Okay, so we're looking good. I'm kind of like, so I'm looking at, of course, a lot of the goals that I set for myself in the middle of the year. And, a lot of this stuff has already taken place or it will take place. by that point, a lot of these goals I can check off. What the good thing is that at the end of like every 6 months, Passion Planner gives you another opportunity to redo this passion roadmap. And it's nice that way because then you can make adjustments. Like I can look at this and think, okay, well, maybe I like don't want to start that second podcast, or maybe I met all these goals here, so like what can I do to like bring myself closer to these lifetime goals that I have. And it gives you another chance to kind of flesh out some of those ideas and then like tackle them in each month. You kind of like bring some of that over to help you kind of inch more toward those goals that you have. So coming up here as I run out of space in this planner and start my new planner, I will have the opportunity to revise that passion roadmap. The other thing I'm going to transfer over, but maybe after I decorate, is monthly tasks. And these are like tasks that repeat every month, and I just need a way to remember them and like prompt myself to do them. And that's why I like having it here, because then when I'm planning my weeks out, I come in here and I look at like these things and I look at these tasks and go, can I tackle any one of these, or have I tackled any one of these? As you can see, I've been like tackling some of these, and as the month comes to a close, I'm hoping to actually get all of these. I actually did this recycled glass thing. Yeah, and I did the coffee machine the other day. So I just want to be able to transfer those over here. So I will do that. I'll do that after I finish filming for today, because that's kind of boring. Okay, so let me go ahead and start thinking about how I want to decorate here. Let's see, this will cover up some of that. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. This is a new roll, so I'm getting the hang of it here. And I have not yet acquired the pen knife that I want, and the sticker tweezers and all that, like these things that I have been telling you in every video that I want. I'm actually like, I want to go to Michael's maybe this weekend and just like treat myself a little. Ooh, you know what? I think I'm gonna do my layering thing that I do, which if you've watched this channel, I do some of that, especially with the washi. And take that off. So this is not like one of the like goals I necessarily set for myself this year, but one thing that actually is happening, which is kind of nice, is I am reading a lot. I go back and forth in various years in terms of like making a concerted effort to read more new books versus like just rereading books that I like. And I actually had a conversation with my therapist about this the other day, because I was having like kind of a like trouble sleeping recently, and sometimes it does feel to me like, oh, I should read and then I'll relax, but the problem with me anyway, and maybe you guys have a similar experience, let me know in the comments if you do, is I get too excited with new books, and I stay up like way later than I should reading them if I find them interesting. So it can totally backfire, because like reading will relax some people, right? And in theory, most people to a certain extent. But for me, it can like definitely backfire to the point where I'm just up all night, like reading something really exciting. And so in the past, I have reread things I know I like, things I know that will relax me. But because I've already read them, they aren't keeping me up at all hours. And but that doesn't actually leave me much time then to read anything new. And I do like to read new things. And I find it easier to read new things at night than like trying to squeeze it in during the daytime. Interestingly, I am more likely to read new things in a semester where I'm teaching a literature class. I don't know why that is. It is not necessarily a conscientious thing on my part. I don't like make a plan and do it that way. But I definitely, it is what happens. So this semester I am teaching a literature class, and interestingly, I'm reading the books for that class, but I am also, for whatever reason, motivated to read new books in addition to those books that I'm reading for that class. And I'm really enjoying it. By the way, I love these stickers. This is You're My Lucky Charm, Cutest Clover in the Patch, Happy Go Lucky. Aren't these cute? I love that. Because one of the things my husband and I say to each other is, we got lucky. And, with each other is what we're getting at there. And I just really like kind of sentimental thing going on there. Let's see if I want to add a little more color to this spread. I don't mind keeping it somewhat minimal, but I think maybe I'll come back in with some marker too to give it a little, bring out some of these colors here a little bit more. And actually, I got my monthly tasks down here. Let's see if I want to bring any of this stuff in. I also got all of this space here. I'm gonna have to come in with some glue or something because some of these stickers are not sticking. I have so many more cuter Easter stickers than I do St. Patrick's Day kind of stickers. That's cute, right? Oh, I'll get rid of this little rainbow. I'll put that rainbow here. It's not sticking to the washi is the problem. I was trying to get the washi to lie down. Lie down, washi. Okay, I think that's perfect. And I'm gonna come in with the green and the yellow Passion Planner highlighter. And I'm going to put a little bit of color in the to-do boxes. And I will add color if I add items. It's kind of smearing, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay. And then what I will do is come in around here. Just bring a little color to this sidebar. I'm really just trying to avoid to smear the ink, so I'm kind of going around like that. Okay, that's cute. And I think what I'll do over here is green monthly tasks. And I might come in with a darker green. I just need to see if I have an appropriate one for an appropriate Tombow that's not too saturated. I'm not sure, and that's I don't have that handy right now. Okay, so I'm going to transfer the monthly tasks over off camera here. If you want to see the finished product, sometimes I do a little fiddling with it. I am going to post it to Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I hope that your month of March goes well. I hope that your month of February wraps up well for you. I know it was maybe a little bit Hard to struggle to the end with so much going on, and also just the weather, I'm sure has an effect. I know it has an effect on me, and I'm sure it might have an effect on you. Hopefully we have an early spring. I'm like really excited for potentially more heat, more daylight. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned. I am going to have some more plan with me's on this channel, and if I feel so motivated, I have some other video ideas. I'm really trying to take a step back and make sure that I'm not overwhelming myself at this season of my life. So thanks again for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have something in particular that you are looking forward to in the month of March.